Alright, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time for another AlphaStar video. Yay, every other day is AlphaStar Day, and that means today is not that other day, which is an AlphaStar Day. So good news, everyone! It's AlphaStar, except that's not actually AlphaStar. That is AlphaStar, and I feel like that was a horrible impression, by the way. It's supposed to be more like, good news, everyone! Nope, that ain't it either, but we'll keep working away on that. So anyway, AlphaStar gonna be playing Terran. In the bottom right, we have a Diamond Protoss hero. There's gonna be a few of these guys coming along, gonna be taking their swing at AlphaStar. Just makes me wish that AlphaStar was around on all the servers ladder. Here in good old Canada, we did not get a chance to play AlphaStar as the North American server. There was no AI. No AI on the Korean server. I think it's a bit of a shame how we haven't had a chance to play against AlphaStar freely yet. I do hope that opportunity will come up and that they won't just retire the AI. And I mean, it would make sense if they didn't, because I mean, AI is still a very, very rapidly developing field. So who knows? Maybe if AlphaStar or the DeepMind project doesn't even do anything with AI, we'll eventually get like another Starcraft 2 AI. It's a possibility. It's not like AlphaStar just is the lock-on on AI games. I mean, there's already lots of other bots and things out there that play Starcraft 2. I mean, nowhere near as well as AlphaStar, but they're out there. They exist. Now, if we take a look here, there is a Cyber Core on the way for our Protoss player, a Nexus on the way, a wall off on the high ground to keep those pesky Reapers out of his base, build a wall, and then we have just AlphaStar doing AlphaStar things, going for a Reaper, factory already on the way. We'll see if there's a Marine or a Tech Lab to follow it up, and then we'll see if AlphaStar builds a bunker like all good Terran boys do. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 minutes and 16 seconds into the game. So let us try and hit, well, yeah, let's try and hit 24 likes. That's where the clock's at right now. That is where the clock is at. So 24 likes on this video. Slap that like button, abuse that like button, whatever your kink is as far as treating the like button. But yes, and also, if you enjoy these AlphaStar videos, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And also check out the other non-AlphaStar videos I do. And enough of that plugging. We do our little promotion and stuff just while we wait for things to heat up, as this has been quite a passive AlphaStar game so far. Currently there is a Stalker on the way here for the Diamond player, just multiple Stalkers into the Blink opening. Probably the most standard Protoss PvT opening. I'm a big fan of it. Before I started massing charge lots, it was my bread and butter. Stalkers eat a Reaper grenade. AlphaStar pokes at the front. Is like, oh, I see two Stalkers. Now AlphaStar also going to be pleased to see there's no wall off at the Protoss's natural, as it is going to be a Hellion run by or a Hellion drop, one of the two. Essentially, it's going to be AlphaStar running and gunning, going to be looking to catch as many probes as it possibly can. And you usually can get quite a good amount with Hellions. Hellions in TVP are a very, very good aggressive option, as, I mean, Protoss players need to have a very rock-solid defense in order to protect from it. Like, you need to make sure that you're just covered everywhere. You gotta have units in your main, or a shield battery, or something. And oh my gosh, what is... AlphaStar is going for a No, AlphaStar is going for a fusion core. Are we gonna see AlphaStar go for a BC rush in a good old TVP? No, you can't. That is absolutely mental if AlphaStar does that. So we've got a Siege Tank, Marines on the way here for AlphaStar, then a Fusion Core, and extra barracks. What is the AI playing at today? I did not expect this. We take a look, these Hellions are going to run on in. Blink isn't done yet. These Hellions are very committed, but seeing as how there's 6 of them, they should be able to get a lot of workers. The Protoss player did not anticipate this coming on in, so AlphaStar is going to roast and toast. Oh, so many probes. The Stalkers get Blink, and they're like, huzzah! Oh, everyone's already dead. Sad times for the Protoss player, as AlphaStar trades 6 Hellions and a Reaper for 16 probes. Not a bad trade at all for our Protoss friend. But of course, behind this, AlphaStar is going to be going for a Battlecruiser. That is, have we seen this before? I don't think we have. This is mental. A siege tank, concussive shell marauders are here to defend versus the stalkers. The tank getting up is very important for AlphaStar. Otherwise, these stalkers could cause it a lot of grief. The tank does get enough shots off, though, to repel this. And then the Battlecruiser for AlphaStar is on the way. Man, I was like, oh, it's another AlphaStar TVP Diamond. This is exactly why we check these games. The Diamond player completely YOLOs on top of that tank. Gets the Marauder, gets the tank for like 5 Stalkers or something. Yeah, I mean, not the best trade in the world. And particularly, that is the case when Battlecruisers are going to be on the way here for AlphaStar. As BCs are not something that is friendly to Protoss. BCs are not something that is friendly to anyone, really. They kind of just show up, start gunning down, and ever since the patch they got, which basically means that they can shoot and move, they are just so strong. There we go, that BC teleports over right into the Diamond player's base. AlphaStar just forces out the GG. Oh no, the Diamond player just leaves like it's nothing. He had Blink, he had 3 gateways, he had 3 stalkers. I don't think he was completely done, but apparently our Protoss friend felt that way. I think he definitely could have pulled this together and repelled the BC, but he did not feel that way. So that is a crazy game there. Well done by AlphaStar, going for a Battlecruiser rush. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading on into the next match. This one is going to be a good old TVT. AlphaStar taking on a Platinum player, yet another Platinum hero. I believe it was the last Platinum player I cast who, while being a Platinum player, seemed to show some very good prowess at the game, a lot of potential. And so we're going to see how this Platinum player plays. You could kind of put like certain players in leagues in a box, but the lower the league, the harder it is to predict what someone's gonna do. Like a GM, take a GM Terran, it's like, okay, chances are they'll go for like a timing attack or something like that, or in TVP. And then they'll probably 2 racks and BC rush and TVZ, things like that. But a Platinum player, you don't know what you're gonna get. You can't predict me. No one watching this video right now can look and say, right, I know exactly what this guy's gonna do. You don't. You're clueless, just like me, and that is the adventure of watching AlphaStar take on a Platinum hero. Well, we'll see if he earns the title hero or just the deceased. And it doesn't go 2 ways. Now, we take a look here. AlphaStar gone for double gas, whereas our Platinum hero is just rocking the 1 gas. So a bit of a build order differentiation there, and that is completely normal for the TVT matchup. AlphaStar keys up another SCV, cancels it, wants to get its orbital on the way. Now this is unusual. Okay, all right, here we are. This is a non-usual play from our Platinum player. Going single gas into a Marine, not a Reaper, and then a supply depot on the way already. So kind of indicating he wants to keep building Marines, or maybe he just doesn't like being supply blocked. Gonna build his CC on the high ground. I think the SCV tried to get to the low ground, and he's like, Kate, that's not happening. I'll just build the CC on the high ground. Easy problem solving right there. Factory on the way for both players. AlphaStar with the double gas, though, is a little bit quicker. For the Platinum player, though, I honestly don't mind just going for a single Marine. Well, actually, you know what? I do mind it. It's TVT. If you make 1 Marine and your opponent just rolls up with their Reaper right away, you're just dead. And AlphaStar is crossing the map, but then turns around with its Reaper. So it's such a dice roll just to go for 1 Marine. We see another Marine on the way. A Tech Lab was actually put on the barracks. I assume that was a reactor. So the Tech Lab out is curious. We'll see if it's going to be like Marauders or super early stim. I don't know. I ain't gonna try and get inside this Platinum player's head. We have got ourselves a starport on the way next for AlphaStar, and then just getting up all of its add-ons. Double Tech Lab, so Tech Lab on the factory, Tech Lab on the barracks. We'll see if the starport's gonna pilfer one of these. Yes it is. And then a Cyclone on the way, so very, very normal opening here from AlphaStar. The Platinum player going for things a little bit unique. Getting out a Siege Tank is the next the next tech here for the Platinum player, so could potentially be a very turtley game from our Platinum friend. If we take a look, he's got a couple of Marines out. Wait, where do you actually put those? Where do you put those boys? They're hanging out in the corner here naturally. Now, a siege tank on the way, a full wall off just getting thrown down from the Platinum player. He's like, I just want to keep these guys out of my base. So the siege tank's going to be on the way. Tank's very good for defending as a Terran and turtling up. However, the problem I'm feeling right now for this Platinum player is the fact that there's going to be a Banshee on the way. Unless we see an eBay or some turrets or something that helps you defend versus the Banshee, I'm not having high hopes, as this Banshee could totally just check deck and wreck him. I do like the wall off, prevents the Reapers and Hellions running on in. The Platinum player also turtling. It could be a good sign when taking on a player like AlphaStar, because AlphaStar does have fatal flaws in the late game, which can be exposed by, I'd say, anyone. Like, if you play in the late game against AlphaStar, I get the feeling that you have a pretty good chance of winning, no matter what league you're in, as AlphaStar, the AI, just doesn't really understand the late game. However, if we take a look, there's this Banshee, which is already out, sitting at the natural for now, which is actually really odd. AlphaStar should be sending this across the map right away. Why is this Banshee just sitting here? Oh, AlphaStar could have totally just kicked this Platinum player in the teeth and pretty much ended the game with a Banshee that's only countered by, say, 4 Marines, pardon me. There still isn't any actual anti-air, but the Banshee is actually just sitting back at home. AlphaStar was waiting for 2 Banshees, so it's going to move out with both, but that's actually so odd. No, it actually keeps 1 at the natural. Apparently this AlphaStar likes having 1 Banshee at its natural at all times. It pulls back the other Banshee. Oh, we got an Alpha derp, don't we? I understand waiting for 2 Banshees, but this is like too much waiting, I'd say. All the while, our Platinum hero has got up his double gas at his natural. He seems to have a pretty defined way of how he wants to play the game. Extra factories and a starport on the way. Or no, yeah, extra factories, a starport, and armory on the way. The 3rd CC will be much sooner than AlphaStar's, so I mean, I kinda dig this here for the Platinum player. He's doing all right. Now, AlphaStar is going to be taking its 3rd base on location. We saw a scan go down for the Platinum player, realizing that AlphaStar is building Vikings and siege tanks, most likely. All the while, a Thor is on the way. Now, that's an interesting choice here for the Platinum player. I guess just worried about losing air control. We do see turrets go up, which are going to help propel these Banshees. 3 Banshees coming on in now. Are they too late, though? Double turrets are being built at the natural. Will these Banshees be countered? It looks like they will kill off 1 of the SCVs building a turret. The other turret very well may get up, though, and it looks like it will. This is huge for our Platinum player. Now, ladies and gentlemen, imagine if AlphaStar went in right away with his Banshees. It would have just probably won the game. Our Platinum player taking a little bit of abuse, however, he's going to have a Thor out relatively soon, and 1 Thor can repel a lot of Banshees. As long as there's a scan or whatever. Where's the scan? Thor gets 1 shot off, 2 shots. Oh, the missile only hit 1 of those Banshees. I think that was like a partial shot. So the second one didn't actually kill off 1 of those Banshees. But with turrets getting up, the Platinum player will get back into his rhythm now, it would seem. Tanks are set up on the high ground, or on the low ground for AlphaStar, which is really odd. I don't think the Platinum player knows about this, though. No, I guess not. We take a look. These siege tanks are gonna go ahead and go away. Another turret going up. This Platinum player is turtling. He doesn't want to fall to or succumb to the fatal flaw of all turtles, though, which is sitting back too long, and your opponent just simply outmasses you by an extreme caliber. So we are going to need to see the 3rd base be taken sooner rather than later for this Platinum player. He's dropping supply depots. He's going to be making Hellbats, which, I mean, Hellbats are good. But if we take a look, he's actually just on double reactor. So he can only make 1 tank or 1 Thor at a time, and then a bunch of Hellbats as well. Quite an odd style of mech. We take a look at Banshees in the main base, or that gets cleaned up. So good job there for our Platinum player. The orbital is going to float on over. Where's it going? Taking that 3rd base. Will the tanks unsiege to come and join this? Looks like The depot gets lowered. SCVs are going to run on out. Tanks are unsieging. Looks like this base is going to be getting secured by our Platinum player. And if AlphaStar just sits back or takes a poor engagement like it could do, like, we can be legitimately concerned for AlphaStar against this Platinum player. Like, AlphaStar has a fatal flaw in the late game, so the longer this goes on, the better it is for the Platinum player in theory. More factories are going up for our Platinum hero. The third base is now mining. The gases are getting established there. I mean, we'll see if AlphaStar is going to move out or wait. I'd like to see the Platinum player get some tanks to cover this ramp here. That's what I'd like to see. However, he's got a good number of Hellions, some Thors as well, so he's got a pretty muscly army. Army supply is actually equal now, so it's not like AlphaStar is a definitive lead there. The AI does have a definitive worker lead, being up 71 to 58. AlphaStar, though, I mean, it can do something about this. There's also 4 Vikings out for AlphaStar, flying over that crashed battlecruiser, which totally took out these cities. Look at this, these towers knocked right over. Not good. I hope those people have homeowners insurance. But we take a look here. Vikings maybe pushing towards the natural. There's turrets, though, to help repel them. Looks like some more Vikings moving out on the map, so AlphaStar enjoying its Vikings. All the while the Platinum player just doing his thing, getting his +1 attack. No other upgrades have been researched just yet. A 4th base is on the way, though, which I like to see. AlphaStar is going to move out on the map. The question is, what attack path does AlphaStar take? If it goes up this ramp, I feel it's going to be in a very good spot. If it pushes up this ramp into all these siege tanks, I think it will be in a very not good spot. The Thors probably want to change mode to repel those medivacs and Vikings a little bit easier. You got to be careful, though, if you're the Platinum player. AlphaStar is lurking, looking for a good engagement. Tanks set up on both fronts. They're just out of range, though. So AlphaStar going to be looking for a good spot to fight, moving these tanks to the back. Vikings fly on in. Thor's rallying off their shots. The tanks on siege for the Platinum player at a terrible time because AlphaStar was actually just sieging up its own tanks. The Platinum player is just going to take this engagement, which is very bold. He's got to set up his tanks and hopefully take out AlphaStars. His Thors and Hellions are actually doing alright against the Marines, so it looks like this will indeed be a hold here for our Platinum hero. Yeah, I mean, he managed to hold his tanks. That was probably an awful fight for the Platinum player, but it still went alright. AlphaStar making lots of units behind this, though, so the Platinum player has got to be careful. He's got to just keep making more and more units, and it seems that the choice for him is just to make a bunch of Thors and Hellions. Not too many siege tanks, despite tanks being pretty darn good in TVT. A 4th base will want to be secured soon for our Platinum hero as he's really mining out of his natural. He's going to build one on location here. The Viking could potentially land and do something about that. AlphaStar also taking its 4th base, making lots of Marines, siege tanks. Very good Marine production here for AlphaStar, but eventually Marines lose their effectiveness against mech. Like, Thors have no problem popping off Marines. They pretty much just two-shot Marines with their big arm cannons, and then the siege tanks, the Hellions. It's no joke. You don't want to be a Marine fighting a Thor. Sensor tower is also up for the Platinum player to defend here. AlphaStar is going to try and crack this nut. Vikings have given the air control. The Platinum player hasn't changed his Thor's mode yet to be in that high impact payload, but you arguably want to do. The splash one isn't very commonly used these days. We do see AlphaStar just charge on in into a bit of a concave. I mean, the tanks are in a good spot. The Marines are in an alright spot. The tanks for the Platinum player aren't siege, but there's simply so many Thors and tanks here. I think our Platinum player is just going to mass Thor his way to victory. These Thors run up the ramp, going to pop off those siege tanks, and I think AlphaStar isn't actually sure how to counter Thors. This is a new development. AlphaStar versus mass Thor, which is just ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I love watching these AlphaStar games. I did not expect our first match to be a BC rush and then mass Thors. Like, by gosh, this is it. This is peak Starcraft right here. AlphaStar is now competing against a 4-base Terran, so it's going up to 5 bases, but it's still just making Marines and tanks all the same. Supply is pretty darn even. The Thors, though, I mean, the Thors, this is a lot of the Thors. They're gonna move out on the map. They gotta be careful. Thors are good, I believe in Thors, but some of them get sectioned off. They're also lacking in armor upgrades, so the Marines are doing decent against them. This is not a good engagement here, I feel, for our Platinum player. He's also going to run forward into these siege tanks. That's not what you want, AlphaStar. A little bit out of position too, though. We're seeing an engagement. It's going to be close. Thor's firing away on the Marines. Pop, 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 firing their cannons there, but in the end, AlphaStar will win that fight. It's kind of a battle of the derps here. Thor is not very graceful against AlphaStar's unit control. Our Platinum player has elected to abandon this base while still just building Thors. I mean, I feel like a few siege tanks would really benefit him. A few armor upgrades would really, really benefit his Thors, because Thors with armor benefits, or Thors with armor upgrades, really, really benefit from it now. The Platinum player is still looking to repel. This picks off one siege tank, but he's only fighting with a portion of his army. He wants to resecure this base. He's still just making Thors and Hellbats while this is going on. No armor upgrade, though, is what concerns me. If you're going to play Mass Thor, alright, do it. If you're going to... Oh, mules get dropped, naturally. By gosh, this guy, he's a Platinum hero. Win or lose this game, I don't care. Building Mass Thors against AlphaStar. I'm gonna build Mass Thors against a multi-million-dollar AI. Hold my beer, says this Platinum player, who really needs to get his production going again. Like, I want to see 4 Thors getting produced at a time here. There we go. All right, 2 Thors and a bunch of Hellions. Close enough, I guess. An armor upgrade would really benefit the Thors, though. They really benefit more from armor upgrades than they do from attack upgrades. More so than most other units in the game. Siege tank's going to be getting set up for AlphaStar as AlphaStar charges on in here. These Marines attacking these Thors. The Thors derping hard, not attacking those Marines properly, and it looks like AlphaStar is going to push on in. I thought our Platinum player could have maybe done it with Mass Thor memes, but I think that his downfall really was the lack of anti-armor, or the lack of armor upgrades, and then just making Mass Thors in general. But well played, I guess, by the Platinum player, but AlphaStar, as usual, ever consistent, takes the 2-0, wins both matches in this video. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you're already subscribed, double check that you got that bell icon pressed, though, if you want to make sure you get notified when I put up a video. Join the Discord. We have I don't know, memes there. There's some alright memes in our Discord. Replay submission section. And of course, big thanks to those of you that support the channel via the YouTube memberships program. It's a little bit, I guess, niche, but it is the best way to support the channel if you so choose. Coaching and then, like, various other perks are available there. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.